Hey guys, I hope you're all well. Today I thought I would do a more chill video, just something that I could put up because it's something that I really want to do, and also it's very easy for me to film and edit and stuff, so I thought it'd be a good in-between video while I'm having some downtime to watch something different. And today I want to react to my 50 facts about me video that I uploaded 5 years ago. Now this was in my 3rd year of uni, which is absolutely insane to say. I look so young, and basically I want to go back, revisit these 50 facts, see if they're still true about me or whether I've grown or changed at all, and just really have a watch and see what I find out about myself, I guess. So I've got my AirPods on, I've got the video here on my laptop, but obviously I'll put it elsewhere for you. But yeah, I'm really excited to do this. And just looking at the first frame, can we just talk about that hairstyle, please? Like, the fringe look was never a strong part of me. Yes, let's get to know me a bit more and see if me then still matches up with me now.
Hi guys, so today I thought I'd do a little bit of a different video and I'd let you guys get to know me a bit better. So
can we first talk about the music in the background? This was the height, I call this the So I Love Music, this was the height of peak YouTube. Everyone had this terrible music in the background. I don't add it anymore, I think it's a bit of a distraction, but yeah, that's so cute.
So today I am doing the 50 facts about me type video. Let's get started. So my name's obviously Shona, and if you look up the definition of Shona on Google, it comes up as the female version of John. So yeah, not the greatest thing in the world, really.
That's still true. Names don't change. It's Gaelic, but I don't know if it's Gaelic Irish or Gaelic Scottish, as I learned recently that there's difference. But yes, my name is Shona.
I'm 5'10", so I'm only a couple of inches off of being 6 foot, which is crazy.
I'm still 5'10". This is so weird to start with. Once we get into the opinion pieces, it will be so much more interesting. But right now I'm just like, well, it is a fact, so that's good.
I actually prefer savoury food over sweet food, which I think is a bit weird because when I was younger I was so obsessed with chocolate. Like, all I would want to eat is chocolate basically, and sweets. And now I'm like, I can have a chocolate or I can have some bread, and I'd always go for the bread.
That's still true. I love chocolate. Chocolate is my favourite sweet type of food besides cereal. Weirdly, I love cereal. But yeah, I'm obsessed with savoury foods. I'm much more of a starter person than a dessert person at restaurants. I just love savoury things, and yeah, if I ever do need something sweet to like cleanse my palate of all the savoury, I'll definitely go for something chocolatey over anything else. Maybe an eaten mess. I do like an eaten mess.
My worst subject at school was photography. I took it in 6th form because we had to pick 4 subjects and it was the only subject that I could really see myself doing and enjoying. So I did that and I got a U because I did all the picture side of it, but I didn't do any of the writing side of it. But to be honest, like, I take a picture because I want to take a picture, not because of some deep set meaning behind it, you know. Like, why did you take a picture of this flower? Because it looks nice. Can't exactly write that on my work, can I?
That's partly true. So I in fact got a U because while you did all the work throughout the year, you had to fill out these big black boards of the main work, and that was what you were graded on. So it didn't matter what you did in the year, it only mattered what you showed on these boards. And I, instead of filling out the boards, went to see Uni at 6. So to me, I think that's perfectly fine. I'm sure from my Instagram, my pictures look lovely. So, oh well, I don't really care. I still got a degree, I've still got a great job, I'm happy.
I'm scared of clowns, small spaces and heights. Now I think this is partly because I'm so tall, in that whenever I'm stood up somewhere high, everything looks further away because I'm taller than like other people. I've always been scared of clowns, I just don't like them, and I hate small spaces. We once went to this adventure park in primary where we had to go like crawl through this like series of tunnels, and we got lost and it was boiling in there from the lights, and it was tiny and there was about 20 of us, and I just got really claustrophobic. And I just started crying. I was just sat there crying, and it turned out that I was sitting on the escape the whole time and no one knew.
That's still so true. I was going to say something here and it's completely gone out of my head. Probably wasn't that important.
My favourite flower is a forget-me-not, and that's because I used to have a little fairy book where there were lots of different types of fairies, and there was the forget-me-not fairy that would used to sit underneath forget-me-nots, and like her story was that she was always forgotten. And so I thought that as long as my favourite flower is a forget-me-not, they'll never be forgotten.
Yep. And I remembered what I was going to say. So you can see this weird like yellow tint, but then it's very white on my face. I'm noticing in the camera I look so pale today, like the autumn weather has got to me clearly. That's because I didn't have a light like I do now. And so what I would do is I would get my laptop, search the word white background and put the brightness all the way up, and then just sit it by me so that I had some form of light, which I think is really cute, like proper little workaround.
My phone is basically my whole life. I take it everywhere with me. I've got all the apps on it that I could ever use, and I'm in love with it. Like, it's sat here next to me right now, and it's just, yeah. My favourite holiday was when I went to Florida in 2009 with my mum and my dad and my brother. It was actually my last holiday I went on abroad as well.
Same girl, same. We need to get abroad sometime soon. Like, we get Stockholm Syndrome of the UK.
We went for 2 weeks, and we went to Disney World and Universal Studios and Epcot and everything, and it was just so amazing. My first pet was a hamster called Snuffles. He was brown and white and about this big. He was tiny, and I loved him very much. When I was younger, I wanted to be an author, and I didn't really know how to use computers back then. I was probably about 7, and so what I do is I used to get these huge notepads, and I would just write stories in them. And I got quite far with one at one point, and I don't know where that ended up. And now if I could have any dream job, I would love to be a film critic or make music videos, because I love reviewing films and TV. I've been doing it for like years. It's just a big hobby of mine, but I also love making music videos because I had to make one for A-level, which I was quite proud of, to be fair. It's quite good.
Shameless plug, check out my film and TV review website down below. It's 6 years in the making. I'm absolutely obsessed with it, and if you like film and TV, then you will love it too, so enjoy.
Music is literally my life. I don't go a day without listening to music. I have so many different genres that I like, but I always have to have something to listen to.
It's interesting because I don't listen to music as much anymore. My interest has definitely moved from music to podcasts, especially with stuff like Spotify and things like that. I absolutely love listening to podcasts and different things like that. So while I still love music, and whenever I drive anywhere I put music on, but when I walk into town or I'm at the gym, even working out, I'll put a podcast on. I won't listen to music anymore. So yeah, that's definitely changed in the last 5 years.
In real life, I'm actually quite introverted in that I love my own space and I love having time to myself. I also find it quite hard to keep up conversations. Like, I hate small talk. Small talk is horrible. Like, the second you run out of a conversation, that's it. Like, you can't really talk about anything else. And I love it when people talk about things they're passionate about or things that mean a lot to them, because then you can actually have a real conversation instead of just like making it so it's not quiet, you know, like filler. My favourite chocolate is dairy milk. I love dairy milk.
So I'd say probably my favourite chocolate now is Galaxy. I've definitely moved over to the smoother side of life.
My all-time favourite actor or actress is Reese Witherspoon. I first saw her in Legally Blonde, and since then it's been one of my favourite movies. I could watch that movie non-stop. It's just so good, and I just aspire to be like her. When I was younger and I used to have like mousy brown hair, I used to always want to dye my hair blonde so I could be like her, and she's just such a good role model, and she's so pretty, and she's been in some amazing movies, and I love her.
That's still true. Legally Blonde is one of my favourite movies, and I love Reese Witherspoon from that. She is kind of what I aspire to be like in myself, not just Elle Woods in the movie, but Reese Witherspoon herself. So I find that really interesting, but I don't really think I have a favourite actress. I don't really watch movies for one person. I watch movies more for the genre. So yeah, that's definitely changed, but I can see why Reese Witherspoon was such a big part of my life then and is still now, because Legally Blonde is incredible. It's my comfort film and I love it.
Favourite movie is a movie called The Girl Next Door. It stars Alicia Cuthbert, and it's a really weird storyline, and I don't really want to explain it because you need to watch it to understand it, but it's such a good movie. It's a coming of age rom-com type movie with a twist, and it's really, really good.
I still love The Girl Next Door. The Girl Next Door makes me cry every time I watch it. I still can't listen to the soundtrack song, but This Year's Love by David Gray, because it makes me cry. I am obsessed with that movie. You'd think as a film critic I'd be obsessed with something a bit more highbrow, a bit different, but no, that film is everything to me. I adore it. But if I had to choose another one, I'd say Hot Fuzz as well. Hot Fuzz is definitely up there too.
I'm graduating this summer from uni, and I'm quite scared about that fact because I don't feel like I'm ready to go into the real world.
Now that's really cute. So I was graduating this year, and yeah, it's very weird, very surreal when you're in that situation, and I have been out of that situation for 5 years now, and it's been a big change in my life. Like, so much has happened in those 5 years, but it's been such a good time for growth, and it's quite nice looking back on this now and seeing who I was that. I wonder if I do this again in another 5 years and see if I do another 50 facts about me video. Give this a like if you'd like to see that. But if I did that and then see where I am in another 5 years, that'd be insane, absolutely insane, but so cool.
I went through an emo phase when I was younger. I'm thinking of going back through my old profile pictures for you guys to have as like a reaction video, because there have been some questionable haircuts. And
give this video a like again, and leave a comment actually if you'd like to see going back through my profile pictures video, because I know that was all the rage a few years back, obviously, and I never actually did it, so I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, I went through my emo phase really young. I went through mine when I was about 9 years old, which is a bit weird. But I had my bedroom painted dark blue, and I had black cupboards, and I'd have like stars on the wall. And I asked my dad if he could build me a coffin to sleep in. My favourite subject at school is English. I actually hated English in A-level because the teacher was horrible, well, first year of A-level the teacher was horrible. But I really enjoyed reading the books, and I love creative writing. It's like my favourite thing, and I really enjoyed it.
I still love creative writing, but it's definitely something that I don't find a lot of time for. I'd love to like really set aside some time, but seeing as I'm trying to do work, social life, gym, baking, cooking, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, my blog, Instagram, there's so many things that are calling my attention right now, so some things have to give, and unfortunately that was one of them, but it would be really cool to get back into again.
I love horror movies. I'm actually really scared of life in that I think I watch so many horror movies that I almost think I'm in one myself, and so everything makes me jump. Like whenever I turn the lights off behind me and it's like pitch black, I have to run up the stairs before something can get me. I have to slam my door shut. Like my door at uni has a lock on it, so I always have to sleep with it locked. Even at home, I have a ensuite bathroom, and that door always has to be shut before I can go to sleep, because otherwise, because I swear when I was younger I saw a ghost walk past the door, and so...
Ghost story time?
I'm thinking if I shut the door they've got a harder chance of getting at me.
That's still true. I love horror movies, but yeah, I am the biggest scaredy cat. It's just one of those things where I love it, but I also hate it. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one.
My favourite videos to watch on YouTube are Let's Plays, which is really weird. But I love watching Let's Plays because usually they're playing games that I can't play myself, and so I like watching other people play them because it almost makes me feel like I'm still keeping up with the game that I enjoy, even though I can't play it myself.
That's still true. Most of the videos I watch are still Let's Plays, but they are videos from other creators now. In fact, the creators that I know I'm referencing there, I have unsubscribed from. Unfortunately, I have just grown out of them. It's just a part of life, really. They're just not creators that I enjoy anymore, but I have found new ones that I do. I also love watching true crime videos, and commentary videos on stuff like different YouTubers and multi-level marketing and fashion and beauty. I love those sorts of commentary videos as well, which is kind of what I try and do too. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff there that I take a lot of inspiration from.
My favourite YouTubers are the Achievement Hunters, who are part of Rooster Teeth, Kick the PJ, and what does that say? Cinema Sins. I love Cinema Sins. I love Kick the PJ because he's so creative.
Cinema Sins is an interesting one because they're very hateful, and I feel in this time of my life, maybe I was in a very toxic relationship, so I can't imagine I was my happiest. And so when you are in a negative space, you look for other people in negative spaces as well, and I definitely feel Cinema Sins is one of those. Kick the PJ, I don't know if he still does videos, I don't watch him anymore. I've kind of moved away from him. And Achievement Hunter, they're the Let's Play guys that I referenced earlier. Yeah, they're the ones that I unsubscribed from, unfortunately, because I just don't enjoy their content anymore. But I still love them as people. But now I love Plumbella, who does Sims videos. Call Me Kevin. Call Me Kevin is my favourite YouTuber probably. I watch all of his videos, and his videos are what I fall asleep to. I'm giving him so much ad revenue, it's ridiculous. And probably Hayley Elizabeth is another one. She's a commentary channel, but she does a lot of spooky stuff, and she's very good. She's very, very good, very chill, does a lot of meme content. Fundy Fridays is a weird one. They talk about Christian fundamentalism, which is something I've never experienced, but it's really interesting to hear about. So yeah, some varied stuff there. I'll leave them in the description if you want to check them out as well.
I have 3 best friends, and that's it. I have other friends, like my uni friends and stuff, and like my friends who are from a boyfriend, but I have 3 main friends, and I love these 3 main friends.
So at this point I had 3 main friends. I currently have 3 main friends, yet the 3 main friends have changed. So 2 of the friends are still the same friends that I reference here. One of the friends has sadly been removed from my friendship circle. Personally for me, if my other 2 friends still want to be friends with them, that's fine. But a new person has taken their spot. She is wonderful. I was friends with her at this point, but at this point we only saw each other because of other people. And since lockdown and everything, I don't know what's happened, but we've become so close, and I'm so grateful for it. She's wonderful. She's so great. And yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. So yeah, I still have 3 cool friends, but I have a boyfriend now who's much, much nicer than the boyfriend I had at this point, which is probably why I'm not talking about him or haven't spoke about him yet, because I don't really like him. Even then, I stayed with him for like another year because I'm an idiot.
My favourite animal is a dog. Yeah. So you need to know about that one. Dogs.
Boring. Very boring answer. My favourite animal, to be fair, no better, cat. I love cats. They're so schmuggly. We have so many cats in my neighbourhood that you get to see, and they're so sweet, and they have names like White Cat and White Kitten. They're cute. They have similar markings. I don't know if they're related, but I think they're part of the same house. We have Tortoiseshell Cat. My mum has a cat called Maya. She's lovely. My mum also has 2 dogs, but like, I just love cats. They're just so chill. If I could be an animal for a day, I'd be a cat because I could just sleep and eat and not do much else. It'd be lovely.
I used to be part of a theatre group called Stagecoach, and we used to do plays and stuff, obviously, and I was lucky enough to perform on the West End twice. And the first time I was doing the Can, which was really cool, and the second time I was doing a production of Peter Pan. And I've also performed in Birmingham in the NIA Arena, I believe, in a production of Cats, and I was part of the chorus and I danced in front of 10,000 people, which was crazy.
That was really surreal and still one of the highlights of my school time, I guess you could call it. Stagecoach gave me so much confidence. Like, I was a whole new person from the start of Stagecoach to the end, and I highly recommend it if you have the money, because it is very expensive. If you have the money to go, then do, if you're interested in drama and performing arts and all that. But even if you're not, like, you just gain so much confidence and growth through it that I see it as nothing but beneficial if you have the money, because it is quite expensive, which is the only sad part, really. Capitalism!
My first concert was JLS. Yep, I didn't pay for the tickets. I got given the tickets, and me and one of my old friends went to see them, and I had a pink JLS hoodie and I nearly fainted because it was boiling, but it was a lot of fun, and yeah. That's a thing that happened. I started my blog in March, which is coming up soon actually, which I'm quite excited about. I love my blog. If you haven't checked out my blog, you should. There's a link always below for it, and it's just my place to vent and talk about reviews and stuff. I review a lot of film and TV, so if you want to watch any TV shows, be like, yeah, come find my blog, because I've probably written a review of it.
Then my blog was very varied, so I did film and TV reviews like I do now, but I also did a lot of the content that I do on YouTube now, but in written form, and I feel that's definitely how I'm going with things. So it took me 4 years, I think 3-4 years, to find my niche within the blog sphere. I've been doing YouTube for a year now, and I'm still finding my feet in different areas and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't. And so I definitely feel as my YouTube hobby continues, I'll definitely find my feet and where I am meant to be. But yeah, it's mad to see how young it was back then. It's quite sweet, really.
I get most of my work done at night. I hate waking up early. I love staying up late. I just love night. I love how quiet everything gets.
So I am still very much like that, but I am trying to be a morning person. I recently bought a sunrise alarm, which I highly recommend. It's absolutely incredible. And yeah, it gets you up so much easier. So I'm definitely trying, but it's a long process.
My favourite colour is sky blue, because it reminds me of the sky in summertime when there's not a cloud in the sky. I used to have my tongue pierced.
I didn't realise I'd gotten rid of it. I was like, my voice sounds so like normal, like where's my tongue piercing? But no, it's gone.
I went through, I've got both my ears pierced, my belly button pierced, and
my belly button piercing unfortunately fell out and has covered over, so I don't have that anymore, sadly, but I do still have my ears pierced.
Had my tongue pierced. I took it out because I was doing a TV presenting module, and the teacher said that I was holding back my voice because of it, and because I want to be more professional, I guess I got rid of it.
That isn't the complete truth. Story time. That particular teacher actually said that I sounded like I was talking as if I was deaf. So very PC, as you can imagine. But yeah, I got rid of it. I wanted to get rid of it after uni anyway, to be seen as more professional, and it has, based on my videos that I've done on a previous channel, not this one, you can really tell the difference. Like, you can hardly understand me in those videos where I have a tongue piercing in, so get one if you want one, but be prepared for it to mess your teeth up a bit and be quite painful when you actually get it done to start with.
I once served Michael McIntyre in a restaurant I was working at. Now, Michael McIntyre lives close to where my hometown is, and so he came in one day with his family to this restaurant. This was like a play park type thing, and I got to serve him, and it was amazing to meet him. And he's so bubbly, and he's all bouncy, and he's just like what he is on TV. He's amazing. I am an Apple addict. I got a MacBook back in like 2012, and I've never looked back since. I would never go back to PC. I have my iPhone. I've had a 4 and a 6. Quite a jump there.
I've had a 4, a 6, an 8, I think, and an 11 Pro. Yeah. I had a Max, or was the 6 a Max? Did I have an 8? I've had like 4 iPhones, but I love them. I'd never go back to any other phone.
I've also got an iPad mini. I love Apple.
I don't have my iPad mini anymore. I sold it to my dad, of all people, just because I didn't get a lot of use of it after uni. I like notebooks. I like writing my notes rather than typing them, and so yeah, I just didn't seem too beneficial for me. But if you like technology and being able to take things with you on the go, and now you can get like proper keyboards for iPads as well, I think it's really good. So if it's beneficial for you, get one, but for me it wasn't.
My favourite season is autumn. It used to be summer, but now I find summer too hot. And what I like about autumn is it's still quite warm, but you can wear like leggings and dresses and boots and stuff. And I love leaves. I love the colour of autumn. It's so pretty. I have an old YouTube, which I don't use anymore. And I found it again while doing research for this video. And it's very, very sad. I look like a 12-year-old in it as well.
Honey, what do you think you look like now? Look at you, you're so small and young and wrinkle-free. Oh, I'm so jealous. No, it's cute though. We always look at ourselves and we're like, ew, but like, it's cute. I'll look back on this and be like, ew. But it's cool.
So I might go back and look at that again. If you want to see a reaction video to that, give this video a thumbs up. I love all music, but I especially have a love for country music and pop and punk music. And I just love music that has a story to it because you can relate to it, or it's just pretty, you know? I like things that have a reason behind them.
I love lyrics, that's what I'm trying to say here. I love words, I love the language of clever wordplay and stuff like that. So I love country music because it's very wordy. Same with punk music, but in a different way. Like, it evokes emotion, and that's what I really enjoy about it. I'm not a musical person. I don't like the music, the instrument side of things. That's my brother. I'm much more of a wordsmith.
Really, I have a weird obsession with anchors, bows, and the Eiffel Tower.
I was such a white girl is basically what that sentence is saying.
I bought some socks from Primark just because they had anchors on them.
To be fair, my brother, I was going through a really bad time in my old relationship, and my brother found a navy blue jumper. I wear it in an old YouTube video actually, a navy blue jumper with anchors on it, and it was the most cute thing. I don't know where it went, and I'm really sad I lost it, so if I ever see something like that again, I'm definitely buying it. But he bought that just because I was feeling down, and I was like, that's so sweet, like that's so lovely.
My nan and granddad have a video on me, it's on VCR, and it's called Shona's Adventures, and it follows little me when I was about, I don't know, 2, 3, going about on my little adventures, and it's hilarious. So I'm hoping if I can get it changed to DVD, I'll do a reaction video to that because, oh, it's amazing.
So my brother has actually done that now. He sent it to me last Christmas, and I spent all evening between Christmas and Boxing Day watching that video, like up until like 6, 7 a.m. just watching Shona's Adventures. So yeah, if you'd like a reaction video, please let me know. I can't keep asking for likes because I won't know which like you like it for, but let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that because it is so cute. And maybe I'll even get my brother on to react with it with me because there are also videos of him when we were both little, and it's very sweet. So yeah, let me know.
It's so funny, it's brilliant to look back and be like, that's me, little Shona. My favourite number.
That's me, that's little Shona.
Number is 2, and that's because when I was younger I got a diary and it had all the different horoscopes, and it said like your lucky numbers and like colours and stuff, and I looked up mine, which is Cancer, and it said your lucky number is 2. So my lucky number is 2, and for double luck my lucky number is 22, but if you ask, it's 2.
See, I'd say my lucky number is 22 now, just because I like the idea of double luck. Call me in like 10 years and I'll be like 222.
I have a motto that I live by, and I've lived by this since I was like 14, 15, and it's you only live once, so you should try everything once. So it's me making the most of my life. So if I've got the chance to go somewhere or do something, and if I want to do it, I'll say yeah, why not? Because you only get one life, you should do it, you know?
I 100% agree with that, and I've really been saying since lockdown and everything changing with the world, I just want to do more stuff. So starting a new job, I've been saying yes to all the opportunities there. Seeing random events, like even if it's a Scarecrow festival, or I went to Longleat recently with my boyfriend for an event there. It was completely on a whim, but I thought, why not? Like, even if it's not something that I'm totally into, it makes memories, it's something fun to do, and yeah, I love that. So yeah, definitely a great mantra to live by.
I have this weird thing where I refer to myself as past and future Shona. So say I'm going on a night out and I know I'm going to be hungover the next day, I always buy myself some Lucozade and have some money.
I never buy myself Lucozade anymore because they've changed the formula and it's disgusting. Lucozade, I don't care about the sugar tax, I will pay the extra, change it back. It's been like 5 years, but change it back.
For pizza. And I'll say, future Shona's go, I really appreciate this. And then I'll wake up next day hungover as anything and find Lucozade in the bag and be like, thank you, past Shona. And I don't know whether that's weird or not. I think that's weird, yeah. Soz, I'm a bit weird. I'm amazing at Tetris.
That change! I'm sorry, just, I'm a bit weird. I'm amazing at Tetris. Okay. Still true. And oh my god, right, so, the screenshot I've got here. The phone case is a mood ring phone case. Amazing. Phil and Dan is not on fire. One of them had it. It's from Urban Outfitters. It's amazing. If you can find it, do, because I love it. It's such a good phone.
Say amazing, I mean amazing. I'll show you my high score because it's ridiculous. Back when I was in sixth form, we used to have a lot of free periods, and there were free periods where I was on my own. Like, I had a group of friends, but most of the time they were doing the same sort of subjects. So I was left on my own a lot.
Honey, don't put that fringe into curtains. Oh my god, what did I just do? Why did I just do that? Am I okay? Am I okay?
And so I used to just play Tetris, and people used to get annoyed and try and beat me, but they never could. So on Tetris, this is my high score at the moment. I always take screenshots or pictures of the computer screen to make sure I don't forget. I'm level 115. My score is 4,165,879, and in that I had 1,146 lines. Yeah.
We just said yeah at the same time. I haven't changed. I don't think I've beaten that. Damn it. Gotta get back on it.
I remember, must have been 3 years ago now, my high score was 80. I'm a sucker for brands. If it has a brand name on it, I want it. Like, I'm obsessed with Apple. I have a Michael Kors bag. I have Ted Baker headphones. I have Marc Jacobs perfume. I have a Canon camera.
I have Ted Baker headphones? Since when did I... Ted Baker did headphones? I don't remember this.
I would love a darkroom. Now, I failed photography school, as you know. But since I stopped studying it, I've really gotten into film cameras, and I would love a darkroom in my own place just so I could develop the pictures and all that sort of stuff. And I really like darkroom photography. I still prefer digital because digital is just so much easier, but there's just something so classic and a bit fancy about darkroom.
That's not true. Maybe it was back then, but right now I'm not into darkroom photography. That's my brother. My brother is obsessed with that sort of stuff. He has so many cameras. Mark, if you're watching this, you probably haven't got to this point. If you're watching this, do a camera haul, because I know you want to do YouTube. That would be so cool. I'd watch that. I'd be really interested in that. Anyway, so I definitely love photography and really enjoy it, but I don't want to do film photography. Like, no thank you. Too much effort. Nope.
I love proving people wrong. This is a big thing for uni. When I was at school, I had my English teacher, as I've spoken about. I did really, really bad at my AS levels. And basically I went to her because she was there, and she looked at me and said, "Do you expect to do better?" And I went, "Yeah, of course." And she was like, "I didn't." And she was like, "You're terrible at essays, you can't write, you've been terrible at this." And now I'm getting, like, today I was 2 marks off a first on one of my essays. She was giving me D's and E's for my essays, and now I'm getting almost an A for them, you know? If anyone ever tells you that you can't do something, that's rubbish. You can do whatever you want to do. Don't let people hold you back, because they're terrible people if they try to. So yeah, prove people wrong, because the look on their face when you say, oh, well actually I did this, is one of the best feelings in the world, and you can walk away like a badass. Do the hair flick and walk away, and yeah, that's my plan anyway.
That's so cute. Oh, that's such, I love like little like special moments. I totally agree with me there. Always prove people wrong. Don't do things out of spite, but if it gives you motivation, do it. And look at this screenshot. Am I okay? That is what my sleep paralysis demon looks like. That's terrifying. I'm gonna cover it in like click play.
I'm very competitive. Very competitive. I hate losing. I'm fine with losing. I don't go crazy, but if I can win, I will win. I love trains. And I'm not doing that because of the ASDF movies. I literally love trains. I love going on train journeys and just listening to music and staring out the window and having a little mime to myself and reading books, and I love trains.
That's quite cute. Trains are great. It would be a podcast now, but I do find them really productive places to be. A lot of ideas come from them, but only if you get a seat. If you don't get a seat and you're stuck on a train, like, get off, get away from me. Like, no, hate that.
I'm fascinated by psychology and how the mind works and why people are like how they are. I never studied it. I don't plan on studying it, but I just really enjoy it. I love talking to people who have a passion about something, because I love seeing that light up in their eyes when you go, so what do you know about blah blah, and they'll just run with it. And finally, I don't know why I did this one in, because it's probably gonna get requested, I can rap the whole song of Look At Me Now by Chris Brown. Me and my friend back in like summer of like 2013 or something, made a bet that whoever could learn it first won. And she gave up and I didn't, because I'm competitive. And now I can rap word for word Look At Me Now by Chris Brown and Busta Rhymes and what's his name? Lil Wayne. So yeah, that's my party trick. People get really excited when you do that. I also know how to sing Shaggy It Wasn't Me. Most of it anyway, but everyone goes crazy over that, which is a great feeling. Yeah, so I'm not gonna do Look At Me Now. If you ask for it, I'll do it quite happily. But right now, no.
It's still true. The Shaggy It Wasn't Me, if you're around a load of drunk people and you start doing the actual Shaggy bit, not the easy bit, then people get mental, and I love it. I love the attention. But yeah, that was 50 facts about me. To be honest, not much has changed. And it's quite nice to see that, really. I definitely feel like doing this video again, I'll have to write down 50 facts about me and just see where I am in the next 5 years. I'll be old. No, I'll be 31. That is quite old though. That's my next decade. But no, 50 facts about me would be really fun. So let me know if you'd like to see that. Let me know what sort of videos you want. Like, this is so fun. I love looking back on old stuff, so I might nick a few ideas from her, you know what I mean? But yeah, if you like this video, I'm sorry it's so long, but I had to do it because it's something that I've wanted to do for a while, and I really, really enjoyed it actually. I enjoyed looking back on myself. So yes, give this video a like if you enjoyed it and want other videos like this from me. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would absolutely love you for that. And yes, I will see you next